Hey travelers, you're watching Big Ol' Travels. On this channel, we go on big ol' adventures. We have a big ol' adventure planned for today. We're going to the Brevard Zoo again. It's one of my favorite places to go. But we have a special trip planned to the Brevard Zoo where we're doing the alligator encounter. And we're gonna go and learn about American alligators. We're gonna go help train American alligators. And we're gonna learn how we can protect American alligators that live here in Florida. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. We're also gonna walk around the zoo. We'll see how the day goes. I do my usual things when I go to the zoo. If you've watched my videos before, you know. But I try and like switch it up, do different stuff each time. It's hard, it's only so big, but I still love the Brevard Zoo. It's a wonderful zoo. It's rather small, but it's still like one of the top zoos in the country, in my opinion. So yeah, we're gonna go do that. Come along with us. Let's go see some animals, go learn some stuff, and have a good time. Let's do this. Let's go. All right, made it to the zoo. We're gonna walk around a little bit. Look at these flamingos over here. There's something in the tree over there here. But yeah, we're gonna go walk around until time for our experience, the alligators. Let's go do that.
We call her that because of her coloring. She came to Brevard Zoo in 2023. We don't know exactly when she was born, so we don't know exactly how old she is, but 20 years old is a reasonable life expectancy for a snake like Mango. These do make wonderful pets. However, it's not legal for you to catch one in the wild and bring it in as a pet. That's against the law in the state of Florida, but there are pet shops that will have red rat snakes, corn snakes they're also called. And what we do when we feed her, because her favorite food is rats and mice, which is why she's called a rat snake, but we go to the frozen food section and we buy frozen mice, which you're not going to find in your grocery store. You got a special order them from your pet store. But we feed her frozen mice. We thaw them out, and she swallows them whole. Now, you see the animals that you have in your hammock there, if you could open your mouth as wide as she can open her mouth, you could swallow that in one bite.
You want to swallow this?
She doesn't bite her food or chew her food. She grabs her food with her teeth just to hold it in place, and she wraps her body around it the way she's wrapped around my hand now, and she squeezes to kind of crush it a little bit, and then she opens her mouth really wide and swallows it whole. And it goes you see the little lump go all the way through her body until she's digested. It takes a couple of days, and then out will wake up.
How often do you feed her?
Once a week, usually.
That snake she was holding was a corn snake. When I was a kid, I had one as a pet. His name was Rojo.
Let me try it.
Yep. I haven't had a pet snake in a while. That was a thing I did when I was younger. We're passing Expedition Africa. I'm gonna check on the time, make sure we're not late, but I think we're gonna go do something over here with the not giraffes, the kangaroos, I mean. So let's see what we do. We got some black swans.
Instead of having white ones, they're black.
Komodo dragon. It's a big boy. Hey, buddy.
Oh, look at this one.
Komodo dragon.
Komodo dragon.
There we go.
Whoa.
See?
He's scary.
Look at that big one. He's a great big lizard, doesn't he?
Emu. Kangaroo. Hi, buddy. Are you hungry? Oh, yeah? There you go. Yum. Right, you get a snack on the nap. Hi, buddy. Hungry?
Okay, we will. So how do we feed them? You just get down where they are. Use two hands really tight. Just get down where they are. And the bowl will eat out of the bowl. Okay. Two hands. Get up close because they can't see you very well. They cannot see you. So, and then you want to kneel down real close. Here they come. Don't put it down. Don't put it down. Hold on to it. Hold on to the bowl. Two hands. Stick it under her nose. There you go. Tight. Okay, you ready to do that too? Okay, Pap-Pap's gonna help you.
Hey, Sleepy.
No, don't feed them out of your hand.
Emus. Here's our buddy, the alligator. We're gonna learn more later because the thing starts soon, the experience. Hope that goes well. Alligator snapping turtle.
Your baby on Sunday?
Look at him wiggle his tongue like it's a worm. Like a lure for a fish.
It's weird from the reflection too. His head's up, his head's over there. Looks like it's detached.
Turning around. So I have my target in the upright position, and then when I go to lower it to get his attention, just move your hands towards the bottom and swing this down. Toothless! You can say his name and just wait for him to be calmly sitting at the target like this is perfect for him, and you'll say good, and then you'll throw the reinforcer on the side of his face. There you go.
Good job, bud.
So all of their sensory organs are on the sides of their face. They have these little pits that help them to sense movement and motion of water. And then their eyes are also sideways facing as well. So if you put it directly in front of their face, they're not as likely to get it than if it was on the sides of their face. So just keep that in mind when you're tossing the reinforcement. But if you're all set, and try to see where his head is at so you know which direction to put that target. So I would keep it facing how you have it. Perfect. And you've already got the hang of it. You can put it a little bit lower. A little bit lower. There we go. And then say good.
Good.
Here's a chick. So you can swing that target up out of the water. There we go. Nice. Good job.
Wow.
All right, you got one more chick, and we can also do a couple targets with the biscuits if you'd like.
You can
as
also
well.
switch to Martha if you want.
How's she doing over there? You're good. Oh, she's fine. Okay. All right. Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
You can say his name too.
Toothless. Toothless.
Might need to get his attention a little bit.
Toothless.
Put it a little bit lower in the water.
Toothless.
You can't see it if your butt is facing the direction you need to go.
Toothless.
Put it a little bit lower. There we go.
Okay.
Swing that target back up.
Oh.
There you go. It's right there. Hit it. Good
Oh,
job.
yeah.
All right, we can switch. Did exactly what I told you not to do. I hit the zip line. So there you go.
Martha.
Perfect.
Martha.
Good. That's okay. She'll get that. You can go ahead and swing that target up. Good, Martha. Good job. All right, she's got one more chick. Maybe try to get her over in the front here.
Martha.
Perfect.
Good.
Swing that target up. Good job, lady.
I don't know where he went.
He's on my side.
Alright, let me find a different one then, buddy.
You hear that?
No, you're gonna do it? You gonna take your turn? So you can actually see his nostrils opening. So they do give off pheromones and scents. So because we were playing a sound, he probably is also smelling around like, is there actually another one over here? But now they're closed, so he has the ability to submerge at any time. They can fully open and fully squeeze close their nostrils to prevent water from going in while they're going under the water. I don't know, man.
What about baby gator sounds?
You could try baby gator. I worry about her. Anything, ma'am? So we are in the middle of gator nesting season, so some of the things that you might notice if you live around here and you live at, or you're frequent a spot that's maybe like a little wetlands like, is you might start to see these nest mounds appear. So these guys will nest in different mounds. He's coming back. They nest in mounds, which means they use the plant material and decaying debris to help incubate their eggs this time of year. So the females will go and they'll gather up all this plant material into a nice little mound, and then they'll dig a little cavity in it. And as they're digging the cavity and they put their eggs in it, the decaying material will help to incubate them. And then the females will also heavily guard them. So this is kind of the time where we see an increase in just different interactions between our humans and gators because they're more likely to defend their space. Baby gators stay with their moms for about a year after they hatch. Nothing? It's been a while since we've done this. Some of the things that we kind of like to look at with our gators too, just to make sure that we're taking good care of them, is that they're doing all the appropriate behaviors. So bellowing is a good thing for them. Sometimes they'll use it during breeding season. Sometimes you'll see during territory disputes. Those are all things that are very, very natural to them. He does not seem all that bothered by it. The times when we typically see our gators bellow outside of breeding season is actually during rocket launches.
Oh, really?
Because the low frequency matches or is similar to the frequency that they bellow at. Their frequency is a lot lower than what we speak at and what we generally hear. And something about the low frequency and the rattling of the launches tend to get the gators and even the crocs sometimes bellowing up a storm.
That's cool.
Yeah, they really like the falcon heavy.
Where are you going?
Do you have any questions about our gators while we're just chatting here for a second?
Nothing's really coming to mind.
Totally okay.
So doing the gator bellows and such, like Jenna was saying, is it's a naturalistic behavior for them, but it's also something that we call enrichment here, which is anything that we can add to their experience here while they're with us to keep them stimulated, keeps their brains working. It could keep their bodies moving, anything that is going to be something that they can experience or interact with. And usually they're going to be things that will elicit natural behaviors for them. So like playing them bellowing sounds and then hopefully getting a bellow out of them is a naturalistic behavior that we're drawing out by adding that enrichment. You can throw some around.
Yep.
Toothless.
If you throw them in this direction,
There we go.
You gotta beat the fish.
I love watching them
Martha's
motorboat.
over here. Martha. No?
she might not be super hungry right now. She says, I had a bunch.
Toothless. Did you get it yet? No. You're lucky, Toothless.
Kind of hanging out right there. To see while they're in the water. It's like they're so for a little bit done. She's like,
I just want to sit
I'm
here.
just gonna sit here. Do you have any last questions about gators or how to
So
interact with
the
them?
biscuits are more like a snack, and then the
Yeah,
chicks are more
exactly.
like a meal.
Yeah, so these guys tend to eat larger meals. They're an opportunistic forager. However, we like to be able to have them participate in their health care and participate in their care here at the zoo because it's a lot less stressful. There's no way that if Toothless decides that he's not going to move, and there's nothing that I can do about that. I can't just pick him up and say, yep, we're going to go over here. So by encouraging them to use the target, it helps us to move them around the habitat if we need to. So we do split their meal up throughout the week, and once a month they get like what's considered a whole prey item or a large item for them. And that's the only thing they'll get for the week. It'll be one big giant item. The last one they got was a chicken. Big giant chicken.
Whole chicken.
Yep.
Yep. And that's bone, feathers, everything included because it's really important for them to digest. Although they are opportunistic foragers, which for them means they will literally eat just about anything, there are certain things that they prefer. They're better at hunting fish and things that live in the water. They're okay with mammals that live and will hunt in the edges of water, but they're not really going to take down huge giant prey items by themselves.
Did you find that last biscuit?
No,
Wherever it went?
I
Maybe
think
a
the
fish got
took
it.
Yeah.
Alright, so we just fed Toothless and Marsha. That was a lot of fun. And then we did target training. We learned a lot about them. It's pretty cool to do. I want to do that again sometime. So yeah, we're gonna take a little break and then we're gonna go do some more stuff. Follow me for that. Let's do it.
Ooh.
Digging away. He's watching the skies. When we did one of the tours, told us they watch the skies for the hawks. There's George the Okapi. We met George in the Okapi experience, and we pet him and fed him. Chilling out in front of Rainforest Revealed, having a land chart. Because why not? It's warm, so nice and refreshing. Yeah. Not the biggest beer drinker, but it's not bad. Let's head in. Spider monkeys. Coatis.
You got Penny?
I did it.
A shiny penny?
Yes, a penny.
You can follow the penny. Might be lunchtime for them. Nah, they're looking for lunch. They're not.
Wait, take a picture.
No.
Why?
They're eating.
Can I take a picture? Lisa, can I take a picture? Your dad just said no. Maybe
You can't take a picture of them. They are illegal.
Oh, come here.
I would at least expect a European otter.
Pacu and Arapaima. I'll put a picture in here soon to show what Pacu's teeth like. They look oddly human-like, and it's kind of disturbing, but you gotta know this. There's a capybara napping over there. Capybara. Capybara, 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 capybara. There's a tapir off in the distance.
Nope, that's an ibis. Yeah, those birds you see all over the place here in Florida.
They're wild.
This is a Grand Cayman blue iguana. They have a mister on for them because it's rather hot. They're cold-blooded, so they can't regulate their heat. Looks like he got a little damp over there in the water. A rare blue gem. And it's only found in the Grand Cayman. Cars, cats, dogs, and development have threatened this lizard. Zoos and other dedicated conservation partners have come together to help save the species by breeding blue iguanas and releasing them into their native range. Sweet! Oh, we can get our points over here. If you look in that box over there, there's an eastern screech owl. I'm in a gift shop and they have a capybara mug. It's tempting. And capybara slippers. Manatee slippers. Flamingo slippers. Oh, there's that copy plush.
You got all kinds of stuff in your buddies. Look over here, Theodore.
I'm getting that. I got the George plushie. I had a lot of fun. We did the gator experience. We walked around, but it's hot. I'm going home. So like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching this far, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.